I would say black people can rally behind culture. It's all inclusive because black culture is infectious around the world. Nobody's trying to wear a bunch of Indian outfits or all these outfits. Black American culture is infectious. It is the number one urban engine of anything cool around the entire world. The bad part about it is that people know we're not unified because the people who market black culture the best aren't black.
Mm.
So we're divided because people can easily come in, steal the culture, and sell it as their own. I wanted to say something to what somebody else was saying, and basically what Harrison said, Chaotic said. There is no solution for anything. I wrote a post today that said mentorship cannot replace fatherhood. We talk about it like it can, and we talk about programs and things. It cannot replace fatherhood. It is a band aid solution in all forms. And I 100% agree with Shan, where you said we actually need to stop focusing on the kids. Stop focusing on the kids. Focus on the parents.
I agree.
Focus solely on the parents
Yeah.
because that is where all this BS starts and stops. I just had to come to the realization that it is extremely hard to mentor. I don't have numbers, but it's extremely hard to mentor when you can have 10 boys. You had a great day with them. You brought them, you took them out of their environment. You showed them good things. You let them play basketball, mingle with people who aren't toxic, but you sending them back to the same hell every night.
Mhm.
You make no impact. So it's real when we want to talk about change, it's on the home front every single time. Never get around it. Always on the home front.
Yep.
Father, where's the father? Is he involved? Is it possible for the child to go live with him? Those are the conversations we need to be having as far as long-standing change. And I think mistaken to your point about money, math, and anything. Remember, I said I don't. I. I'm. It's a weird correlation to make, but a boy, most specifically, his mathematic and scientific inclination depends on whether his father is home or not. Go look at it. Single mother household, math and reading, boom, depleted. That two-parent household, black boys do just as well as anybody. So I was working. I've been listening to y'all all night. I just came to drop through because that caught my attention.
I
I
mean,
mean, well, yeah, we don't. I don't disagree with anything that you just said.
yeah, I used to say that F them kids. And the only reason why I used to say F them kids is because one, it's selfish to have kids because they don't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? And we need to take care of them because we asked them to be here. But also to trigger Mike's point, oftentimes, like the reason why your kids be jacked up is because your parents jacked up. Oftentimes you hear a lot of relationships be like, oh, it's about the kids, it's about the kids, but you don't take care of the thing that helped created the kids. And you start taking care of the marriage, you stop taking care of the relationship, y'all don't care about each other. Y'all will spend 18 years with the children being your focus, and then when them kids leave, y'all relationships is a shambles because the thing that made the kids wasn't the main thing. And to me, I just think it's just jacked up that we want to have kids, but we don't want to maintain the thing that created the kids, which is the relationship. You know,
Mhm.
So then a question, I guess, to Mike and anybody else on the panel, if we say that the focus is the parents, and I guess I'm speaking from I guess experience of being in a situation as a teacher that or not just teacher, but I remember growing up in church as well, where we had parents that just dropped their kids off at church and left, right?
That's what we're trying to get away.
Right. And the same thing at school. The kids are dropped off at school and the parents are not involved. So I think a lot of times why the conversation is around the kid is because that's who we got our hands on. That's who I think we feel that there's an opportunity to mold and make some corrections as opposed to an adult who's not present.
But
Oh
that's
yeah,
but,
yeah,
but that was
The
that
adult.
goes back to hey, if your kid is acting a fool, we won't citate you at first, but we're gonna make it mandatory that you come to this class on Saturday where we teach you parenting skills. Some things, we put those things into the parent's head. You
But
understand? Make them
how would that
help.
work if it's a parent who is working? There are
No,
parents who are
so,
not working Monday through Friday. They're
so
parents that,
maybe
you know what
so
I'm saying?
maybe give other options like their night class they come through the community school during the week, other options,
Mhm.
not just Saturday, but there are other options during the week so that
Mhm.
these parents can go to these these classes or whatever you're speaking. We just talk about parenting and things you can do, strategies. Like if you have a problem child, there are strategies, different things. And if they don't show up maybe after two, you give them an opportunity, then they're cited. You understand what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because you got to hit them where it hurts. It's going to continue to be a
Yeah.
problem.
I was just gonna say mistaken. So yeah, I really didn't mean. I meant once the of course you're gonna mold the child because the child is there, right?
Right.
And teachers actually tend to focus on their better students. So yeah, but absolutely focus on the good ones. And I think what you really made a case for there is that you can't save everybody. This is why the participation trophy stuff, it don't work. It don't work. You can't save everybody because a child is falling behind. They have no backing at home. Nobody's forcing them to do anything. No discipline to do homework. No checking on verbal notices or anything that the child got for behavior, and the parents don't show up. You can't save everybody. And this is why merit systems are supposed to work a certain way, because once a person sees their child surpassed by everyone, it's always when they've hit complete rock bottom that the parent wants to show up in an uproar like the school did or the teacher did something wrong.
No graduation. Your kid ain't passed
Yeah.
all this time, and on graduation when it's time to show out, you can't show out because
And yeah, that's when you whip out that accurate documentation. I've tried to contact you several times in the last 3 months, and we sent blah blah. So
they
it's
show
really
up for prom too now.
oh yeah, yeah. But that's the way the system is supposed to work. You're supposed to air them out. Like when people say shame doesn't work, well, it might work slow, but it does work.
But it's litigate. Like y'all don't even understand. Like every people can sue for just about anything these days. You singled out my child. You did this. You do that.
They
And
can't
that's the
win
reason
though,
why
Shan.
they
They
don't.
can't
We
win.
do. We be settling all the time with these parents.
Well, see, this is
You
the thing
cannot
about it.
listen. They got
No
to change
child
that.
behind, no child left behind did not work.
It didn't
It
work.
done left a whole lot of
We
kids
should have
behind.
left the whole. They
Majority
should have
of them.
left a whole of them behind.
Majority of them. Because consequences work. If you take away the consequence, they're never going to learn the lesson. Little Johnny has to understand if he does not do the work, he's not going to pass the class. If you keep giving little Johnny a grade and he ain't doing no work, guess what little Johnny's going to do? Continue to not do the work. Because he knows you cannot fail him.
Damn, that's what
I mean, you can.
You can. I do.
Oh, dang! You don't want
And,
to. You don't
and
want
I
to be
try.
great.
Listen.
Yeah,
If you give
yeah.
me, look. Yes, I do. Listen, if you give me effort and you are trying, effort goes a long way. Because I can work with effort. I can't work for what I'm just not gonna do.
Mhm.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
But Shan, you gonna fail that kid? He gonna have to look
No,
at himself and be
he or
like, "I
she's
failed."
failing themselves. It's not, and that's
Right.
the
Did I fail
problem.
the kid
A lot
or
of times teachers are blamed for failing the child, but the child failed himself and the parent failed the child.
and I can't grade something that's not there.